Hello guys, welcome to my channel CSIT World. Today we will see what is factorial of a number and how we can find out the factorial of a number using C++. Now let's get started. So now first we will see what is the factorial of a number. Now factorial of a number is nothing but it is a product or the multiplication of all positive descending numbers. Okay, so our first point is factorial of a number means product of all positive descending integers. Okay, now the second point is factorial of a number is denoted by exclamation. Okay, so let's take an example. For example, 5 or exclamation. And here you can see I have written something like 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So what is this? Now this is the process of finding factorial of a number. Okay, so how we can find it? So we can find it like a product of all positive descending integer. Okay, all positive descending integer, or we can say all positive descending numbers. Okay, so as you can see here, if we multiply these numbers, okay, so we will get factorial of 5. And in the second example, again same process, you will have to multiply the descending numbers up to 1, and then you will get the factorial of it. Now third point is it is pronounced as 5 factorial, 5 bang, and also pronounced as 5 shriek. Okay, so you can pronounce this as a 5 factorial, 5 bang, and 5 shriek. Now this is all about what is factorial of a number. Now we will see how to find that factorial of a number using C++. Okay, so for that I'll include main, right, or I'll start the main function. In the main function I had declared the variables like n, fact, and fact is equals to 1, and I. Okay, so what is the use of this n? So this n will store the value of this n variable will store the value of variable which or the number which we want to find the factorial. Okay, so and this fact variable will store the factorial of that particular number. Okay, that's why I have initialized this fact is equals to 1. And what is the use of this I? We will see it later. Okay, after that for first step is to accept a number from a user, right? Our first step is to accept a number from a user. For that I've written these two lines, like this line enter a number, and this line will accept the number and store it into the variable. Okay, now let's take an example. And let's see this program through the example. If the user entered 4, right, so value of n will be 4. Now let's find the factorial of a 4. Okay, for that we are going to use for loop, and that's why I have declared this I over here. Okay, so I is equals to 1, and I've given the condition. Okay, so now in this case the loop will start with 1. Okay, now here I have given the condition that I is less than equals to n. Now what is the value of I now? 1. And what is the value of n? 4. Okay, now the value of n is 4. According to this condition, this loop will rotate until 4th time. Why? Because it will rotate 4 times. Because I is less than or equal to n. Okay, until and unless I is less than equal to n, this loop will rotate, and after that incrementation part. Okay, so we will see how we can implement a logic. In the previous part we have seen how to find the factorial of a number. So it is nothing but it is a product of all descending positive integers, correct? Right, so we'll write here fact is equals to fact multiplied by I. So why I wrote this fact is equals to fact multiplied by I, let's see in detail. Okay, now what is the value of I now? Let's start with the for loop. What is the value of I now? 1. Okay, so value of I is 1. Now let's see, I is less than or equal to n. Yeah, it is less than n, but it is not equal to n, but it is less than, that's why this condition will get true. Okay, now the control will enter into the loop. After that here, okay, what is the value of fact? Value of fact is 1. Now we'll multiply this both 1 multiplied by 1, and it will store into the fact. So value of fact is again 1. Okay, after that again control goes here. Okay, and I will increment by 1, that is I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, so I plus 1 means the value of I will be 2. Okay, again this condition will check, yeah, I is less than equal to n. Yeah, it is less than, but it is not equal, but it is less than, that's why this condition will get true, and again control entered into the loop. So now the value of I is 2, and the value of fact is, updated value of fact is here. You can see here, updated value of fact is 1, right? So 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2, and it will store into the variable fact. Now the latest updated value of fact is 2. Again the control goes here in the part incrementation part, and what it will do, it will again increment I by 1. Okay, so previous value of I is 2, right? It will increment it by 1, that is 3. Okay, so now this 3 is less than n, right? But it is not equal, it is less than, and this condition will get true. Again this statement will get executed. So what is the updated value of fact? That is 2. And what is the value, updated value of I? That is 3, right? So 2 multiplied by 3, that is 6, and it will store into the this fact variable. Again the updated value of fact is 6. Okay, so now this control goes here again, and it will increment the value of I. So now value of I became 4. Okay, it will again check the condition using relational operator. Okay, by the way, this is a relational operator. If you want the explanation or the details about the relational operator, you can check my video. I'll mention the link in the description box and I button, you can check it. So now value of I is 4. Okay, I is less than 4 or equal to 4, it is equal to 4. Okay, so this condition will get true. Now what is the latest updated value of 6? Value of fact, sorry, 6, right? Now again we'll multiply this I or the fact, that is 4 and the 6, and we'll store it into the fact variable, and the multiplication of it is 24, right? Now the latest value of fact is 24. Now again I will get incremented. Okay, so latest value of I is 4, and by incrementing 1 it is 5, but here the condition will get false because 5 is not equal to n, or 5 is not equal to 4, and 5 is not less than 4. Okay, that's why this condition will get false, and factorial of a number 4 is 24, and it will print the output as a 24, and will print factorial out of the loop, just because we don't want to rotate that into the loop. That's why we have printed this out of the loop. So now guys, this is the logic of how to find the factorial of a number. Now let's implement the program in the official IDE. So guys, this is the official IDE for C and C++. If you want to download this, I'll mention the link into the description box from you can download this IDE. Now let's get started with programming. So guys, let's run the program. Okay, so I'll type 4 as per our example. Yeah, okay, as you can see, the factorial of number is 24. This is all about today's video, guys. If you are new to my channel, then subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and if you like this video, then let me know in the comment box, and also like the video and share with your friends. Thank you.